Hi, this is Elsa at elsa.com. Today I want to talk about people who test you in relationships, which is also known as Scorpio. You can get this kind of behavior with other configurations, like maybe Pluto conjunct the ascendant, or Venus-Pluto, or even somebody like me with the packed 8th house. But when I think about this kind of behavior, to me it's textbook Scorpio. So I'm not talking about the regular probing. Like if you're going to get in any kind of relationship with the Scorpio, you're going to be investigated, for lack of a better word. You're going to be probed. They're going to need to know that you are, if you can be trusted, for one thing, and also if you're worth their time and energy. Now, I've actually made a video about this. It's called Dating Scorpio, The Nature of the Deal, which I can link below. It's like a series. I think there's 2 or maybe 3 on that topic. So I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about... you're going to go through this process, but let's say that you are an honest person. When does the testing end? Is it a week, a month, 2 years, 5 years, 12 years? For some Scorpios, this is never ending. And there's a point where it's destructive to relationships. And then if you're on the other side of it, it's annoying. Okay, so I'm making this, my purpose in making this video is to, just talk about this for the people who are going through this with the Scorpio in their life, but also for the Scorpio, to maybe give them some insight into how the other person, what the other person goes through, when they incessantly test you. Because some Scorpios will go as far as to try to bait you, almost like a entrapment. They put a little something out there, and you're supposed to eat it like a little fish and be caught on the hook and found out. There's a point where it becomes ridiculous. So this happens in romantic relationships, but it also happens in friendships and probably family. But there's other kind of scenarios, and I think I'm going to use one of those as an example. My husband and I, we know this couple, and they're both Scorpios, and we're friends, and we've known them. We really like them. We love them, I would say, and we've known them for a while, long enough that our character should be proven, as far as I'm concerned. But this continues. This always happens with them. And it'll be me that it happens to, because I'm the one who communicates between the families, because I'm at home and I have a computer, the email, the phone, I'm here, and so I set things up between us. So what'll happen in this scenario is it's happened again and again and again. I mean, I can't count how many times this has happened, because part of it's my fault. I'm not that careful about what I say. Part of it is Mars Mercury, but also I know I'm not lying, and I know I'm not doing anything nefarious. And I also, naively think that should be obvious, but whatever. I will talk, and then I'll say something, and you can tell. You can tell that what they heard something that triggered them into thinking this is something suspect. And I can't do anything about it. I can't say, hey, wait, you guys got that wrong, because, of course, they're silent on their end, and it would be very arrogant for me to... even really assume that I know what they're thinking. But also, if I say something, it's not going to stop the process. It's going to make it worse, because they're going to say, now, if she thought that, well, she's definitely trying to cover something, Now, after the event like that happens, like I said, it's happened many times, a bunch of times. What happens after that is I just have to wait, and then time will pass, and more information will be revealed, or something will clarify, and then you'll be excused for that statement. You'll be found innocent in this kind of internal court that takes place inside the Scorpio. Just to be clear about this, the last time this happened, I was just talking, and I knew I said something. I knew they took this as like some kind of breach against my husband, which it's absolutely not. Okay, so there's nothing I could do. The same kind of situation. So a couple weeks later, we were eating dinner at their house, and my husband, having no idea of any of this going on, because there's nothing to tell him either. I mean, it's all could be in my imagination, right? He's talking, and he's just talking and talking, just normally talking, and it becomes abundantly clear, just crystal clear, that the thing that they were thinking was not the case. It was a completely different situation, and that when he said something that just made that it was game over. They looked at each other. Really, the whole family looked around, so I knew they'd been talking about this. And I looked at them like, hey, you guys ought to know. Really, you ought to know. But that won't do any good either. I know that this is going to happen again. I know it will happen again because it's their nature. Now, we love these people, and we're going to stay in a relationship with them. But it's because we don't see them that often. If I had to go through this, all the time, forget about it. I mean, there's just no way. It's like being in a petri dish and you're getting always poked, and poked. What are you up to? You're not up to anything, So what I would do is step out of that petri dish and, let somebody else get in that hot seat and see if they can deal with this. So what do you think? I bet you that most of you recognize this, but if not, I guess you'll let me know. This is Elsa at ElsaElsa.com. See ya.